medical coverage. It's a way to help fight diseases affecting millions of people every year. But it starts in the first minutes of your child being born. Kolor10's Brad Martin has more on stem cell therapy. Good morning, Brad.
Good morning, Shannon. A child with a life-threatening disease is heart-wrenching for parents. And suddenly they're faced with no easy way to get matched stem cells that could save their child. Now there's a way to do that, and it starts right there in the delivery room. Delaney Rennie's fourth child, Ezekiel, was born earlier this year, and even though he'll get older, proof of that day is being stored at Core23 Biobank in Springfield.
We decided to look into banking the cord blood because we know this is probably our lost biological child.
Core23 stores your child's blood, plasma, or tissue from the umbilical cord to help treat 81 different diseases.
If I had a child that had leukemia and I was pregnant, then that would be a treatment.
Magnetic thing spins.
Emily and Michael Perry opened the private cord bank as another option for parents.
We see that cell therapy is surpassing bone marrow. We really truly believe that it's the medicine of the future.
Cell therapy is taking a healthy, viable cell and putting it into somebody's body to treat a disease or a condition.
The process starts in the delivery room and ends in a hydrogen tank in their lab. We stepped into the lab here, and we've had to put on all of this to make sure that we're as clean as possible, because this is a class 10,000 lab. But it goes one step further. When you look in here, this machine makes the air about as pure as it can be. Once the blood is in the lab, it's broken down into 3 different parts before being stored.
We put them in bags and freeze them in liquid nitrogen at minus 340 degrees Celsius.
Perry says research trials show the samples are good for at least 24 years, but some much longer.
You are storing it indefinitely in the case that your family member would ever need it or that child would need it.
Morris Doc's grandson's cord blood was stored
since 1949.
He says it's his lifelong gift to his family.
You give your grandkids lots of things that after time's wasted, but this is something that will be here the rest of his life.
The process starts at $2,300, and Doc says he looks at it as an insurance policy.
I looked at it as insurance. I hope it's never used, but then it's there if it is needed. So
for Rennie, she says after her close friend lost her brother, she knew she had to do something for her family.
I had a friend when I was younger that her little brother died of leukemia. He had a bone marrow transplant, but it failed. And so to find out that this is a better match.
And if you'd like to learn more about Core23 Biobank and cell therapy, you can find a link to their website on our website, ozarksfirst.com.
You hope that you never have to use it, but boy, really those medical costs could add up. And in the long run, this could be more cost effective if you're thinking about saving a child's life through this.
Yeah, if you go through them and it's your siblings, you have a 1 in 4 better chances for that match for your sibling if you do go through a private bank like that. So, you know, like you said, it can really save you a lot in the end if if you're interested. It's definitely a new technology, a new technique that, well, it's an old technique, but with a new growth, so they say.
All right, Brad Martin, thanks for that. And